tiare flower is an endemic species with a strong jasmine smell. It's the symbol of the island's purity and harmony. In Tahitian, tiare means flower, and so the tiare flower means the flower of flowers. Every morning, as soon as the sun rises, Juliette goes to her field to pick the tiare right before they bloom.
It's a pleasure for me to be in the field. I'm free. There's the wind, I can hear the birds and everything. We have to come early so we can work with the fresh air from the valley. By picking the flowers early, we're able to keep their scent, because once opened, it's gone. I like it. I like this work. The flower is soft. It gives off a nice smell. It fills with fragrance. It makes us happy. You can have it above the ear like that, even without a crown. You see a tiare, you take it and put it there, and that's it. All set for the day. Well, at least for me it looks nice.
Juliette can gather up to 2,000 flowers a day. She searches through the thick foliage of the bushes to find the stealthy buds.
I started in 1994. We brought some 300 tiare plants. Already then, people came and asked, "Are you selling flowers? We need some for the church and the temple." And I said, "Okay, fine." And that's how I started to pick some and give them. And then we became known through word of mouth, and customers started flooding. We continued with the culture until we reached 1,500 plants. And then I said, "That's enough. We have enough," because it demands a lot of work. I'm currently picking 50 flowers. So I have 50 here. I use an elastic band. Then I make another batch of 50 and put them together to make 100. We seldom need to water the plants. We have sun and water, everything we need. God is watering. However, we shouldn't forget God. Sometimes we need to send flowers to the church.
Simeon, Juliette's husband, is helping her reluctantly.
Whether we like it or not, we have to do it. There's no turning back. Every day. Even Sunday. I can't go to church anymore because of this.
Right. So I harvest the flowers for cosmetics, for private customers, for weddings, for burials, for celebrations. A bit for everyone, basically. These are outie leaves. We use them to wrap the tiare because these leaves keep the flowers fresh for 2 or 3 days, even longer. You hold it and do this. Then you block it with your fingers. You shouldn't push too hard so as not to break the tip. Just enough to adjust. Then you put another leaf and you do this. Here we are, ready to go to France.
Before being a business, the flower is a cultural symbol that brings up sweet memories for Juliette.
There used to be a tiare plant over there, and my mother always went there to pick a flower to put above her ear, always. And sometimes, when I noticed that she didn't have a flower, I would go and check and bring one back to her. And she'd say, "Oh, thank you, sweetie." That's how I remember my mother, with a flower above the ear.
In the old times, the tiare flower was sacred and only the kings were allowed to pick them and wear them. But during the past century, every Tahitian has started to use it. On the Tahiti Peninsula, tiare is Tumata's favourite flower.
I pick them near the branch, here. This way, they are more stable once in my hair. The tiare flower is a symbol of love, really, of warm welcome and prestige. It's beautiful and represents us well. And besides, it's unique.
The young woman is known for her internet tutorials that she records in the garden of her childhood.
I often come here, on the land of my grandparents, to shoot my videos. And it's a beautiful place, near the sea, with some wind, a lot of greenery too, which inspires me. And that's a place where I grew up. So it's perfect. I feel good here.
Her specialty? Weaving flower crowns. She records the various steps thanks to her camera.
This tiare crown will go to the future beauty queen of Marina High School. It's a special order. I always show the tools and material I use. So here we have fern and tiare flowers. Here I have some raffia, which will help me sew. And my needle, of course. I take beautiful leaves with beautiful tips and I remove them one by one. So the goal is to add some green that will bring out the petals of the tiare flowers. So I start with the leaves, not too big. I place them with care, especially with the tiare flower. The petals are fragile, and if I break one, it will most likely wither faster than the others. So I try to be careful as much as possible. And every time I use 2222 to go faster. My tutorials are full of small, basic details that are key when making crowns, such as how to place the flowers, pick the colour, or how to keep them. They're made for the locals. My goal is to help them gain time, and also to tell them that they're not alone. All of this I basically learned by myself, and if I had had tutorials to help me, well, perhaps I would have gained some time. I wouldn't have spent entire nights on this.
She'll need almost 300 flowers from her garden in total in order to make the crown.
This is starting to look like something. And usually when I'm almost done, I'm in a hurry to finish because I want to see the end result. I have to pay attention not to damage the tiare flowers that are here as I place the crown, like this, so that I can continue sewing. I must take care not to push on the crown. The tiare are starting to bloom, so I need to hurry to complete this so I can keep them in a cool place. And tomorrow, they'll be beautiful in full bloom, white and perfect for the election. Voila! It's done. Just need to attach it. That's why there's a big Velcro band here. It's quite heavy.
Beyond the folklore, the tiare flower remains to this day a major part of the local culture.